Management of change. Since even small changes may have unintended harmful consequences, management of change, or MOC, is an integral part of HSSE. What is a change? Change refers to doing something differently. Whether that is using a different piece of equipment, a different process step, a different design, or a different kind of product. But a change must not be confused with a replacement in kind. This is the replacement of a factor with another one that meets the original specifications and requirements of the replaced factor. Examples of replacement in kind are a like-for-like replacement of equipment or parts, with ones that are materially the same, and meet the same technical specifications of the equipment they are replacing. A replacement in kind of personnel, which means any replacement of an individual within the organization, with another person with the same relevant competences and training. A replacement in kind of products, such as chemicals or additives, that have exactly the same specifications. While no single management of change procedure is recommended for universal application, the general process is structured in the following stages. Managing the impact of a change begins when the need for a change is identified. Any employee wishing to implement a change should clearly communicate a description of, and reason for the change to the respective supervisor. After the need for a change has been verified, the change should be screened to determine whether a full MOC evaluation is applicable. If the MOC evaluation is agreed, a change leader and an MOC team are designated. A review should be conducted to assess the hazards associated with implementing the change, as well as the consequences that the change could have on processes and personnel. After thorough evaluation of all the necessary documentation, such as engineering reviews and action plans, the local manager and change leader authorize the change prior its implementation. Or they reject it. Before implementation, the change should be properly communicated to the affected employees, indicating the potential consequences and respective measures. Any training requirements should be formally identified and completed before implementing the change. In case of storage of new products, careful planning of the facilities is required with regards to technical and operational limitations. After the change has been implemented, it should be verified that the drawings are revised, that the procedures are updated, and that the change is performed as intended. As you have seen, it is of utmost importance to cover the management of change process. Many industry events are related to improper implementation of a change. Don't forget, our campaign, Target Zero, is aiming for no injuries and no incidents.